Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, if you're tuning in, of course, hit that thumbs up button. If you are a new viewer, consider subscribing as you watch throughout the video. All right, two stocks to talk about today, USEG and GFAI. Those are the top two that were in play today. So USEG, this one started off with lighter volume and, it was slow and steady, kept going. And it came to my attention, right? This one was called out on the YouTube stream, and I said, you know what, man? I'm going to give it a chance because the three stocks that I was looking at the time were not doing too much. INDO, selling off and not looking the best based off of where we were relative to key indicators such as VWAP and the 200 EMA. We were below those levels. So USEG, I pull it up and I'm like, okay, we got a nice series of green candles here, and we start to get this pullback. And you guys know me. I love to see the beautiful 5-minute pullback. As this thing dips down right here, I'm getting in and I'm taking entries. And as we start to pull away for that red to green, I'm selling into the move. So you can see my first entry came around 41 and 42. We had lows around 42. So it was a great trade. I did stop out here thinking it was going to break down, but my intentions were to buy back. And if you guys remember last week, we got stopped out of two 5-minute setups because they broke down the lows and then curled back up. And so I'm thinking to myself, hey, I'm in at 42. VWAP is down here, I believe at the time at 34. If this thing comes down to 36, 35, I prefer to be out and then back in lower. So stopping out break even, or for even a small gain and getting back in even closer to support. But I was ready to buy it slightly higher if it was faking me out to go immediately. And that's what I thought might have been happening here. So I bought back and it ended up curling up nicely. We got a nice move here to 47. Then we pushed up to 55. And so I sold 47 and I then, unwinding some more at 55. It was a really nice move here. It ended up pushing all the way to 260. What was this? 269. It pulls back nicely here. I do add back in a great position. It pushes from 57 to 62. It flushes back down. I wasn't convinced that the stock was failing just yet, so I added again. And right here, I did make the mistake of not getting out. So I'm in at 54 over here, started position, and it got up to a high of, 64, 10 cents. I didn't sell thinking that it was going to get up there and potentially test the 200 and that we would continue to see, green candles like this, but that was not the case. So we did unfortunately leave some money on the table, but 164, not too bad considering we missed the first, the first move right over here. So that's all right. Moving on, GFAI, and I would say this one here was the stock of the day. Some of you guys might say, Relentless, how in the world are you only up 62 bucks on this stock? Well, opportunity costs. And by the time I did switch over to this one and recognized it was moving, it was a little on the later side. Not too late, but on the later side. So the first place that I saw it was right here. We squeezed into a halt, right? I took the bathroom break. I came back. This thing is halted. I'm like, okay, great. And 980, this blue line here, was key, for resistance. And I wanted to see us open up, surge above that level. It does get to 89. It pulls back into the previous halt level at 58, but then it flushes down. Very close. I almost took that trade, so I could have started this day down. Let's see if I'm in at 50, let's say 60. We got to a low of 75. Just like that, I could have been down 1K. I mean, it doesn't take a lot, right? It does not take a lot to get down quickly. So anyhow, let's remove the show trades down here. We'll continue. Yeah, this thing wasn't bad. When I did recognize it, being strong, it was already, let's say, around 10:08, I believe, 10:09. Yeah, about 10:09. And I was saying, man, I just took a beautiful 5-minute pullback on the last stock. This would have been nice, to get involved. So I'm watching at this low down here at 11.21, but at the time we're currently around 11.60, $12. So we weren't gonna see that low again. So it was a little unfortunate because I did think, man, it's extended, and it's extended, not extended here, but this big move hopefully I can get in low, sell a little higher. And you know, it took off. So right here, I did recognize like, okay, man, I need to get involved. But the 5 minute setup, the break of 1260 was already in motion. So I was late to the show. I mean, super late. You know, you can see I'm in at 96, out at 11 for a small trade. If I'm here early and I'm watching at this, I'd want to be in on the low of this candlestick here, or at least, you know, let's say 1240 for a break of 1260, which was a great trade opportunity. I should have took it. I was here for that, but again, coming so late and not sure if I want to be aggressive high is what got the best of me. And you know, I'm green 160 on the other stock. I was thinking to myself, do I lock in the gains or do I risk the gains that I have now to push it? And being that, you know, the market sentiment was slow for me the last 2 3 weeks, I'm thinking, okay, let's lock in this gain. Let's not push it too much, because if we then go back to zero, you know, how are we going to really feel on the day? So that's how my thought process was. And so I opted to choose to protect the gains, is why I never got aggressive. Now, with that being said, I feel like today might have been the first day, and I'm hoping today was the first day for the first, you know, for this new round of hot momentum. And if that's true, then we are in great shape for an excellent month, which I'm hoping is the case, because this stock was strong. I mean, this thing ended up going, you know, from $8 up to 21, which was quite amazing. So it was in fact, the day to be aggressive, right? And you know, I did recognize that eventually, but you know, at some point, it's like, man, you know, we're so extended. I just got a little unlucky, I would say, today, trading the other stock. You know, if this move was to start back here out of this resumption, for example, you know, I had 1,500 shares ready to go versus coming here and using 300. You know, if I'm using 1,500 early, we're seeing good trades and I'm setting the tone early, you know, it's like a different day. It really is. But you know, that's how it goes. And so hopefully this does bring about some more momentum. And as you guys will see, I didn't come back. I did not come back. I saw it over here. I did keep a bit of an eye right here. And I didn't like what I was seeing really. I saw this area here, and then, you know, this big red candle. I'm like, oh man, not good. Oh, actually, no, it might not have been this one. It might have been this one over here. Let's see, high of 1650. Yeah, it flushed down like 50 cents randomly. Like, you know, but I guess it's the kind of stock, is the price range. It does pull back. This is, of course, a great pullback here initially, as we do get back above, you know, the 200 EMA. But this second time around, it's a little more violent. It comes up and then rejects, doesn't really bounce, and comes down some more. So, of course, you'd have to be careful. But later, around 2 p.m., this is where it really got going, you know, getting over 1660s and then pushing up higher. So this was good, and great momentum overall. I know a lot of you guys killed it. For me personally, I'm just hoping that this is the stock that's bringing the momentum back, so that this month will be an epic month, because I'm ready to go, and I will size up tomorrow if we see something. This type of stock sets the tone, you know. So our small caps back? Question mark. Tomorrow we will see and we will know, and hopefully when I come in pre-market, there's stock already up 50%. That's usually a good sign. All right. So that was the recap, guys. Just two quick stocks, you know, P&L on the day, which I don't think we've mentioned, 227. And in terms of the monthly recap, you know, I wanted to do it on Sunday. I had some stuff that came up, so it was a little unfortunate. But, you know, we can either aim for tomorrow, I think 1 p.m. for the monthly recap, or maybe I post it tonight. It depends. It depends on how views are with this recap. But all right, we'll see. You guys will know if it's out. But take it easy, stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless Trader. Hope you guys did enjoy. Quick recap, going over some of the trades we took. So again, a 5-minute setup on the other stock, USEG, and here on GFAI, a couple of scalp trades here and there. And at one point, I was up over $1 a share in one of my trades, but I, again, did not really take profits off the table, right? And a lot of these trades, I'm up about 15 to 30 cents unrealized, but, you know, not getting the fills I would really and truly want to see the, you know, the bigger gains. But yeah, you know, take it easy, stay safe. And I believe this was the trade here in at 15.79. We sold half at 15. Let's see. Actually, we can check the monitors. It's 10:23. 10:23. Did I look at that right time? 10:20. Hold on. Let's get rid of this. Reset. So GFAI, I know it was a 100 share trade. This one was decent, nothing crazy. We took a loss there. Okay, I think this is it. So we're in. Yeah, this was the one here. We're in at 15.54 and we're out at 16.31. But we did have a high unrealized of 16.89, and you can see the last position was essentially break even, which, you know, was no good. I was expecting high of day, but, you know, maybe the stock was already too extended, and it seems like it was too extended at the time. But all right, guys, it's been RT. Hit that thumbs up, and I am, of course, signing out.